Well, world YouTube, Taffa Side here tonight. A couple dreams, but they weren't mine. And as things grow stronger in the spiritual world, it's starting to grow around the house. Last night my wife woke up to a big bang. But before all this, had a dream. And I'll tell you right now, between her and my son, which my son this morning too woke up telling me about a dream. So just sit back, relax, and get a kick of this. Now, like I say, my dreams have been very vivid. I've been having some, but as soon as I wake up, it's like I don't know what's been going on, but then again, I just get more contact from the spirit world than anything, especially catching all these ghosts in the camera. But I don't know, if anything, whatever's happening now and everybody else getting the dreams, well, damn. Very excited. I mean, for them it ain't good, but for me, I mean, I'll tell you something, boy. Whatever it is, I mean, it wants to make itself known. And something strange also has happened. I mean, a couple times, maybe 3. As you can hear the wind blowing tonight. There was a little windstorm. I don't know if it's going to pick up again, but it seems like it is. But it has been blowing around the house lately, and you know, something buzzed the electricity. Now, we don't have no lightning storms here. Just high. There was some rain, but no lightning, no thunder. And I'll tell you, this is like the second or third time this has happened with the power. And I don't think I mentioned this yet, but my power literally 3 times, and tonight one of them literally buzzed right out. And I mean, the lights were flickering on and off. Shut the TV off at that. Now, whether if it was the high-powered wind that messed up around the wires, or I don't know how that literally works, but I know there was no winds or no storms one night, and fucking something went and buzzed the whole house off, shut it off, and then completely turned it back on. And then another time it did it too. So there's 3 times that for some apparent reason, it's like something took energy and buzzed it in the house. And I was looking out the window, and I didn't see the street lights do this either. You know, buzz on and off. So whatever the frick was taking power, and ghosts tend to do that. It's insane. Like I said, the first couple times this happened, there was no storm. So believe is what you will and believe what you want. But the dreams, though, my son gets up this morning as I'm bringing him and driving him to school, talking about, oh, I had this dream. Talking about he's in this room and he's watching this long, tall, skinny creature, which to me literally sounded like a friggin' either a Wendigo or a skinwalker. And probably a Wendigo, but he was saying it had blood all over its mouth and it was eating people. He said everybody that stared at it, he didn't stare at it. I mean, he glimpsed over at it probably to watch it, let alone he said he never stared at it. And yeah, it never bothered him and stuck itself back into the corner and watched him walk into another room. So I'm like, wow. So I mean, this is something, nothing like the creatures I've seen in my dreams, man. Half friggin' Doberman Pinscher looking dogs coming up all bony, just mutilated looking, and that's what he pretty much said what this looked like. Then my wife comes out, and remember the Skinwalker, whatever, Wendigo, whatever the case may be, my wife's dreaming about this place that is now for sale, right next by her childhood home. Used to be her grandmother's and grandfather's. And I believe the grandfather of my wife, his father, built the house. Or the grandmother, vice versa. I believe it was the grandmother's father built the house. And the house down the street. And it was a dream that my wife had up in the hills of that area. And I think it's got to do, mind you, believe it or not, with the great Chief Metacom, a.k.a. King Philip, and the King Philip War. And I got reason to believe that mountain, it's a big, huge hill that is, up in that area that was habited by Native Americans. They did a lot of crossing through Fitchburg, and I believe that hill, due to the fact that it points straight at Mount Wachusett, was one of the hills they used to walk to get to the great Mount Wachusett when they retreat from battle. So there's a lot of history that, mind you, when I first started looking up, they did not have much history of Native Americans, only to find an article from the Amherst College. Someone wrote that said there was natives throughout the area, and there was natives that lived here in Leominster, Mass. So, and all this came up after the fact, mind you. I started friggin' doing my my search to cover the King Philip War, all the battles that took here in Groton, Leominster, throughout this whole area. Sudsbury, every point of interest that I've tried to get to. The only place I haven't gotten yet is that Freetown State Forest, and that is on my list, because I need to get to that Huckamuck Swamp. But then again, in Lancaster, they've been known, a police officer literally told me of natives hanging the English or something there in the Lancaster Blood Forest, where they claim that Arthur Blood killed people, but the guy didn't. He donated the land to the city and made it a woodsland type park to walk through. But all in all, I mean, my wife, with that up on the hill thing, she had a childhood dream of Native Americans up there sitting around near a fire with war paint. And I think that's what they did up on that hill is right. And now she claims she had this dream this morning about the house that's for sale, that we went to go look at it because it was for sale. And she does have a deep, heart for that area and living there and growing up there as a childhood home. I mean, she does miss it dearly, and of course her stupid mother screwed up the whole, family way of life by selling the house and not keeping it in the family type thing. But we went into this house and she's got details, and I might just try and draw a picture of it, but I'm going to be going online to see if this house matches up to her dream. See if they have photos of it. But she showed me the details of the house, and then supposedly we went in the basement, and then the floors started peeling up in the house, and for some reason there was Native American bodies underneath the house. And I would not be surprised if there's a Native American burial ground there, let alone, the war happening and they got killed there and, buried there or left by the English. But whatever the case may be, these two dreams and being over at Indian Lake, mind you, where Worcester was habited heavily with And I'm starting to think now maybe the voice I caught over there at Indian Lake could be a Native American voice too. I still gotta get that damn thing analyzed, but I don't know, man. It's just something with the natives. I mean, I haven't been ghost hunting lately too much. On my journey for that, and I have the feeling that that's right. I'm being led back to the trying to get this journey going of finding spots, places of the King Philip War. And I do believe Old Turnpike Road in Fitchburg will be one of them spots where my wife used to live, of Native American dwellings, let alone a place of, travel to get to Mount Wachusett. But I had to share these dreams, and I gotta go try and get this visual introspect on the house and things in the rooms. See if it matches up with the house, if I can get it up online, but that's right, folks. Dreams have a meaning, and everybody should document them if you do have dreams, especially if they are leading you to the Native Americans, because they were here at this land. And I tell you, anything around that, and you get that weird, sensation or feeling, you should definitely look at your land, the history of your land, and see where it brings you. You will be surprised on that. But I am determined to get up in them woods and see what lies within them woods, let alone seeing what's in this house, or could even figure out what's at the bottom, or if there's any history of this house, of what was there before. But let alone, folks, these two dreams, I mean, insane. But other than that, folks, be safe, take care, and always believe. Because right here, right now, I've had this, and there was a huge bang in the house last night that woke up my wife, like I said. She kicked me, but I didn't wake up last night for some reason. I mean, usually I jump when she hits me, so I don't know. I must have been at peace with the spirits or something. Didn't want to disturb me. They want to disturb everybody else, I guess. Oh, man. But anyways, thinking if I can set the camera up tonight, because there's been a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to see what's happening. And 3 a.m., folks, is the best time. But till that next video, like I said, be safe, take care, and always believe. Do not forget. The spirits out there, when they want to be known and be heard, they are going to communicate. Especially with this guy. Now if I can get that stuff to the right person, I'll be golden. But that's it, folks. Out.